It's time to jump into the Wayback Machine and go back to the 80s. I am your host, Golden J, and with me, as always, it is Frankie Vegas.
What is going on?
I don't know. I feel like it's a trick question. Son of a bitch. When we're here to take you back to the greatest decade ever. So let's begin.
Let's do it.
Oh, Frankie, what is going on?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just living the dream.
Yes. If this is the dream, we are definitely fucking living it. Let me tell you.
Absolutely.
Oh, my. We're still both fighting head colds here.
Yes.
So bear with us. The last episode, I had a lot of edits where I started coughing. It's probably going to happen this time too, but you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. We covered so much in the last episode. I don't know that we have a lot to talk about this week.
No.
You know, life goes on. We're fighting through all of our personal demons, so to speak. All the things that we have to deal with. Of course, you know. For me, it's, you know, just dealing with mom stuff that I'm still trying to get all taken care of. It's a long trail. Frankie has, you know, family medical stuff that he's always dealing with. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I hands down to you and your family, the love and commitment that they have for each other and helping to deal with everything that you guys, all the bad luck you guys seem to get every once in a while.
Yeah, you know, you just, you know, when you're, you know, on the outside looking in, you're like, man, I don't know if I can deal with that. I don't know how they do that. But you just do, you know?
Yeah.
You just find a way.
So I think the key is to remember that as long as you keep your head up, your eyes facing forward, you have a goal, it will work itself out.
Absolutely.
You take the punches, whether they're to the gut, to the chin. Every once in a while, you get a good throat punch. Mm-hmm. And you just keep your head up and you keep moving forward. And I just believe that everything will work itself out as long as you stay true to what you believe. Quit trying to, you know, dodge it or, you know, try to just let it work itself out. Quit trying to fix it. Just go with what needs to get done. Have a specific goal. Get there. Move on.
Yeah, that's all you can do. I mean, you can't. It is what it is, and roll with the punches.
Roll with the punches, even if it's one right to the throat. Mm-hmm. And in Frankie's, it was a telephone pole that got him in the throat. Yeah. You know what? The poor telephone pole didn't really have that much damage on it.
No, it didn't.
You got to do better next time. You need to take that fucker down.
No, I'd rather not do it at all.
I don't blame you. So, yeah, in northern Indiana this year, we have had a cruel winter. I mean, we already had more snow than we had in the blizzard of 78, according to some records. And, you know, we just keep kind of moving forward and making it happen.
And it's not warm right now, but compared to what it had been, it feels like a heat wave out there. It does.
I almost want to. I saw some dipshit in fucking shorts and sandals the other day. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Hey, I was hot, man.
I know. We just laughed and pointed at him. That's all we could do. Yeah. This Frankie Vegas's legs are not something anybody wants to see.
Yeah, it is. Seriously, it's crazy. I see. And a lot of times it seems like in teenagers I see doing that, walking into a store. You know, I'm like,
yeah, they're just jonesing. They're jonesing for summer, and they think it's already here.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. The upcoming week, they're calling for 50s and 60s. I don't know what the fuck we'll do with that. We'll just start calling it Mudville around here.
Yeah, because it's going to be a muddy mess.
Mm-hmm. And, yeah, it's going to be terrible. It's going to be horrible. It already is horrible, and then we haven't even reached that yet. We're still in, what, the 30s, I think?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It says 44 on my computer screen, so we'll take it. We'll take it. I'll take a little 44.
Yeah, I got 47 on my phone.
Nice. Well, I don't know. Let's see. We talked last week about Vanderbeek. We talked about Arnold. Any other crazy 80s news that we did lose? Did we talk about the loss of Cothran O'Hare?
Yeah, no, we did not talk about that. But yeah, that was, people know her best from probably Home Alone.
Right.
Being Kevin's mom.
Kevin!
Her and Macaulay Culkin were very close, so he's taking it pretty hard,
Yeah.
And she was a great actress and seemed like a fun person. So.
Absolutely. And she was amazing in those. I don't know that I have really followed what she was in. I'm sure 100% that I've seen her in more than just Home Alone.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm like you. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but the Home Alones were just so big that everybody knows who she is just from that,
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I'm trying to look her up real quick so I can take a peek at what she's done. Because I know that she has to have had just a brilliant career. Let's see. 85 was a movie called After Hours. 86 was Heartburn. Oh, shit. Man, she was in Beetlejuice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, I remember now.
Obviously, the Home Alone 1 and 2. She collaborated with Christopher Guest, acting in the mockumentary film Waiting for Guffman. Let's see what Nightmare. She was in Nightmare Before Christmas, Chicken Little, Over the Hedge, Monster House, Where the Wild Things Are, Frankenweenie, Elemental, and The Wild Robot. Which obviously all of those are voice actor because they're all animated. I'll tell you what, man. It's got to be one of the best roles ever to be a voice actor.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was in Schitt's Creek, whatever, however you pronounce it. I don't know. A lot of people won't even fucking say it in, like, your average everyday TV show.
Yeah.
Like if you're watching SNL and they're talking about this, they won't say it. In like the news, which I love the fucking news segment of SNL. Yeah, Colin Jost and the other guy. I know his name, but I can't think of it. The other guy. Actually, she appeared in The Last of Us. Anybody watch that? That was the HBO post-apocalyptic drama series.
No, I've heard of it, but I've never.
I think the rocker chick watched it. She said it was really good. It's got Pedro Parcell in it, which goddamn after The Mandalorian, that dude blew up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, anyway. Yeah, there's a little bit on Cothran O'Hare. It's too bad. Another great actress gone. Who's next, Frankie?
Oh, I don't even want to know.
I don't either. She wasn't, I don't see anything. Oh, 1988 was Beetlejuice. We did Beetlejuice, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 200, or no, not 200. That's paranormal. We are 156 episodes into the Golden 80s. And we want to thank you guys who keep coming back and listening to our rambling nonsense.
Yes.
As we continue on this journey to the 50th anniversary of the 80s. We're going to get there.
Yeah.
Somehow. We're going to get there. I think what do we have, about 200 episodes to go yet before we get there?
Probably something like that. Yeah.
Because I think it was like at 3:56 when we were talking about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're even talking about doing some more 90s stuff.
We are. I think we might get into it a little bit. Maybe not completely take over the 90s or anything,
Yeah.
but maybe throw in a 90s thing. We're talking about doing the Varsity Blues, which we need you guys to let us know if you want us to do Varsity Blues. It's a 1999 movie, but we're probably going to do it anyway. But we'd love to hear from you what your thoughts are, just as a dedication to James Van Der Beek.
Yeah.
And we'll do part dedication to him and part movie. So
Yeah.
you talk about one of the most quotable fucking movies ever. I love that fucking movie. Oh, insane. Well, that's about all I got, Frankie.
Yeah. Well, you want to listen to Perfectly Picked Games?
Let's
do this topic.
Let's get to Perfectly Picked Games.
If you live for deals, you'll love Perfectly Picked Games. We run live auctions twice a week on the Whatnot app. Tuesdays for board games, Fridays for toys, both at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Each show is packed with great picks, awesome prizes, and surprise finds. Whether you're a collector or you just love a good deal, this is your new favorite place to shop. Use code Golden Mojo and save 10% on your first purchase.
All right, Frankie, that was Perfectly Picked Games.
Yes.
Go check them out on the Whatnot app. And also go check out GoldenMojoENT.com.
Yes.
Where you can find out everything about the Golden Mojo Empire. And yes, I know, the picture's outdated. The website's outdated. But it'll get better. I'm working on it. It's on my to-do list. Besides recording and researching and watching movies, listening to albums, finding cryptids. It's a whole world. It's a whole world.
Yeah.
It's a whole world.
But it's fun, damn it.
It's something, let me tell you. If I didn't love the people I worked with, then I had to shut it down already. All right, Frankie. This 1982 American romantic comedy film directed by Sidney Pollack, the amazing Sidney Pollack. Yes. It was a screenplay by Larry Galbert and Murray Chagall. I'm going to go with that. Based on, did I read it was based on an earlier 1970s screenplay that by McGuire?
Don McGuire.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to talk about... I don't even know how to say it. We're just going to talk about Tootsie.
Tootsie.
Listen, normally we would break down this movie. We would be like, okay, it starts here and it goes there. But we're just going to actually just talk about this movie as it kind of progressed in my mind here.
Yeah.
As I was rewatching this, because the only fucking place you can find it is on YouTube, or else you could pay for it. I mean, if you wanted to buy it for $1.99 to rent here or there, or, you could buy it for $19.95.
Yeah.
I did find it on YouTube. Good watch on YouTube, actually. Surprisingly. There was a few commercials, a few ads in there, but all in all, you could sit down and really watch this movie. But, man, I think, and I'm going to let Frankie go first.
For me, and there's no reason that I shouldn't have liked this movie and gotten into it, but I just couldn't. I kept dozing off, falling asleep. I just, great director, great acting talent, big names, and I just, for whatever reason, it just wasn't for me, and I couldn't get into it. But, this movie was a box office juggernaut. Academy Award nominations. I think there were 10 of them. They won for Best Supporting Actress, Jessica Lange. So it was obviously a good movie, and people loved it. But for me, just on a personal level, I just couldn't get into it.
And that's fair. I'll dive into that with you. I get it because it was kind of a slow burn.
Yeah.
You know, it was like you wanted to get there and get to the good stuff, but it's like you had to build the story to get there.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a few things that as far as like the editing and producing that I was like, why would you do that? You didn't explain how we got from point A to point B. You just went there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll talk about that here in a second, because what I want to get at and how I'm going to break this down is a little bit different than what we would normally do. And I just want to talk about, let's start off with, so Dustin Hoffman, who actually won Best Actor in a Leading Role for this movie. Sidney Pollack won for Best European Film. Dustin Hoffman won for Best Actor. He also, like I said, he also won for Best Leading Actor. Jessica Lange wins for Best Supporting Actress. Best Makeup won, and there's a list of the makeup artists. They won Best Motion Picture, Musical Comedy, Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Musical Comedy, Best Supporting Actors, Motion Picture, and a Golden Screen Award. Golden Screen? Yeah.
Golden Screen, Golden Globes, I don't.
Yeah.
There's so many, it's hard to.
I mean, this thing is, just Best Film, Best Actor, Best Supporting Actress in the National Society of Film Critics. That's what it is, the difference. Because the Academy Awards, they only won one. That was the Best Supporting, but they were nominated for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Best Cinematography, Best Film Editing, Best Original Song, Best Sound. Those are all the Academy Awards, and then, of course, all the rest of them are, all the Bambi Awards, Best Film International. The Bambi Awards? Have you ever heard of the fucking Bambi Awards?
No, and of course...
Is that a stripper?
Yeah.
I kid. I actually have a very good friend. Her name is Bambi. She is a lovely, lovely woman. I love her.
Golden Globe, I think they won everything they lost in the Academy Awards.
Right. It's just unbelievable, the awards that come off with this. But
yeah.
Okay, so we meet up with the lead actor, Dustin Hoffman, who's actually playing Michael Dorsey, is the name of his character. And he is a fucking actor that nobody wants to hire because, and it shows you in the beginning, it runs through different, like a play and a couple different movies that he was cast in. He just was not a likable guy. He was hard to work with. Yeah. He had that actor mentality of, it needs to be this way, and this is the way I'm going to play it.
Yeah, they say he was a perfectionist.
Yeah, exactly. And so, as an actor, directors did not care for that, and they weren't afraid to recast him and fucking boot him. And of course, I think he walked off the set of the play that he was doing in that.
Yeah.
But they do open up with him, which I thought was interesting, and it really plays into later part of the movie, is the opening really shows him, I think he's working on putting a mustache on for a role that he's going to do. Mm-hmm. So he's doing all the glues and stuff,
yeah.
and they're really doing up close personal stuff with that. But yeah, he's having a hell of a time getting a part. And of course, his roommate and best friend, which is Jeff Slater, played by
Bill Murray.
Mm-hmm. Which comes out of nowhere because I forgot Bill Murray was in this fucking movie. I'm like, oh, fuck. That's Dr. Bankman. His roommate, Jack, is actually writing a screenplay, and they're trying to make money to fund this thing happening. And so they don't have any money. I mean, they're basically living off of little acting jobs, and they're both waiters at a fucking
and I believe Dustin Hoffman teaches.
Yeah, and that's another thing, is they really showed his the point that he's trying to teach. And I think all those things combine into this, but he basically gets into an argument with his agent, and the agent tells him, nobody fucking wants to work with you because you're a dick. I mean, in the grand scheme of it, that's where it ends up at, right? Did you fall asleep during that part?
Yeah. Yeah. No, that basically, yeah.
Yeah, nobody wants to work with him. And then he gets this fucking click idea because...
why everybody keeps walking out on Golden J.
Yeah, that's right. That's why he's like, he fell asleep a little bit ago. I don't even know. I had to carry the whole fucking podcast. One of his best friends, played by Terry Garr, is Sandy. And Sandy is having a hard time getting acting jobs, obviously. Because, I mean, it just seems like this group just can't get fucking work.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, so... She goes in for this audition for a soap opera and doesn't get it. And it's so funny that, it's like at this point his representation says, I can't get you fucking work, and he's like, I'll get myself work. And it's a clip, it's just a fucking dead stop between it's like you hear him say it, and the next thing you know, there he is walking down the street as Dorothy Michaels.
Yeah.
Which is just his name reversed.
Yeah.
Michael Dorsey. Dorothy Michaels.
Yeah.
You see how they played that out? And he walks in there, and of course, the director doesn't like her. But she shows some attitude, and the producer said, nope, yeah, we want her. And she reads, and they fucking hire her. And then that's when all the chaos begins. And I'm not going to get into everything, but, he doesn't want to kiss the main actor, which is like the first fucking thing in this fucking soap opera role is like, it's like this doctor has to kiss Dorothy. And of course he changes it up in the middle of filming and, smacks him across the head with her fucking clipboard or something like that. And, she just does this throughout this whole run of her being on the soap opera, where if there's something that Michael doesn't want to do, Dorothy doesn't do it.
Yeah.
And which is why he doesn't get jobs in the first place as a man. But as a woman, it's apparently okay.
Yeah.
Which I thought was a little odd. And I was like, well, fuck. I mean, this is like gender role reversal is like what's okay for the woman is not okay for the man. Does that make sense? But, she becomes super popular and everybody fucking loves her because she has an attitude. And, the fucking, they show the clip of all the fan mail coming in for her and all that shit. I mean, it's insane, how quickly Dorothy Michaels' popularity popped because women related to the fact that she was so strong and so opinionated, and they were like, fuck yeah, let's do this. Yeah. Of course, you got to throw in the lead actress, which we haven't done yet, which is Jessica Lange, who plays Julie Nichols. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't see the attraction.
No.
I thought she's a good looking woman, but the whole fall over myself, drop dead gorgeous thing that they kind of played her off as was like.
But I've never found Jessica Lange to be that. I just never thought she was all that.
Right.
She was all right in King Kong.
I'm gonna say, wasn't she in King Kong?
Don't give a damn what the call guys say.
Who are they? Who's they? Who that? Who that?
Who that?
But yeah, I liked her character. Yeah. I liked the character of Julie Nichols. Soft-spoken, loves to drink wine, and has a baby, and is just looking for a friend, and she finds that friend in Dorothy Michaels. Yeah. But there's a point in this movie where she was like, it would be refreshing if a man just came up and said, hey, I think you're extremely attractive, and I'd like to make love to you. And there's a little bit more to it than that. And then Michael runs into her at a party, and he spouts that line at her. This line that she had said, that wouldn't it be refreshing to have this come up? And she fucking throws a drink in Michael's face. And I'm like, Okay, so you're basically talking out your ass. You don't really know what you fucking want. You know, you're all over the place. But all in all, the Julie Nichols character, I really liked. I like that soft-spoken, just kind of, she's strong and independent, but at the same time, you know, she's kind of going with whatever is being told to her because she wants to stay employed. Mm-hmm. You know, of course, she's dating the director of the show, which is Ron Carlsley, which played by the great Daphne Coleman. Yeah. I mean, that guy's been in just about every fucking thing, too. But, you know, and it's one of those, you're like, why? And they asked the question throughout the entire movie, why are you with him? And she finally, at some point, breaks it off with him and all that. But, so listen, Dorothy Michaels is extremely popular. The show loves her. The people love her. And basically, all Michael's doing is trying to do this to gain the $8,000 they need to produce the fucking play that Jack wants to do, and Sandy is going to star in. But in the meantime, Michael's balancing the life between Michael and Dorothy with Sandy because he already banged her. Because he was trying on her dress and was pantsless, and she's like, oh, he goes, I want you. And then, like, why would you, I don't understand sometimes why they write this the way they do, or you're just aggravated with the situation. It's like, just tell the truth.
Yeah.
Or make up some other stupid lie. But, you know, it got him laid, so, I mean, whatever works. But then he had to deal with all that shit throughout the entire movie. And, but yeah, Sandy, he wants Sandy to star in this play. It's going to be her big break, so to speak. Mm-hmm. It's going to put her on the main screen or the main stage where people can actually see if she's a good actress or not, because you really don't know throughout this movie whether she's a good actress or not, or whether it's vital that she's not getting these roles because she sucks. Yep. She's over emotional. She's over excitable. You know, she just lets everything fucking blow up. And you're just like, you just want to walk up and smack her and say, fucking stop. It's insane. Frankie's looking at me like, I fell asleep during this fucking movie. I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, I know what you're talking about. I really have no constructive criticism to give about the movie, because it was it was obviously a well done movie. It just, like I said, wasn't for me.
That's fair.
You know, like I said, you go back to how the transformation from, you know,
it was just a quick boom. It
wasn't like you go back to Mrs. Doubtfire. There was actually a whole thing of how he decided to turn into Mrs. Doubtfire and getting transformed into that.
Yeah, the how and why gave you the end product. And this didn't give you that. It just gave you, oh, I'm going to do something to get a job. And then boom, there you go.
Yeah.
He's Dorothy Michaels. And it's like, and there was a lot of that throughout this movie where it was like they run a plot and then it fucking brick walled and they moved on to something else.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, I don't know that I like that. But, you know, it gets to the point without making this movie another hour long. True. So, of course, throughout the movie, actually it was early on in the movie where they talk about having to reshoot some scenes and I think it's so funny because it's like the film boy gets blamed for all this shit going bad, or he keeps fucking up film that you know, he like dumped apple juice or something in one and lost a couple reels, so they had to reshoot a bunch of shit. And they do that so they don't have to do it live. And that's the big thing. But because apparently they did a live show one time, and the main doctor, who I talked about earlier, is oh God, which one was he?
George Gaines?
Yeah, George Gaines. John Van Horn, the doctor, he can't memorize his lines, so he's constantly looking at the fucking teleprompter, which of course incites Dorothy to fucking, you know, grab his face and said, "You look at me when I'm talking to you." Which is always funny because it's like she's trying to save this because this John Van Horn is not a very fucking good actor. But anyways, in the meantime, and before I get to this next part, in the meantime, Dorothy has spent a lot of time with Julie, in her apartment, babysitting and stuff like that. Well, she meets Julie's dad, and Julie's dad is played by Charles Durning, which, once again, a very famous actor that know him by his face. Mm-hmm. But his name is Les, and Les actually falls in love with Dorothy. And it's like the first woman he's really had any feelings for since his wife died, 10 years prior or whatever. It was a long period of time. And so, Dorothy spends the weekend on his farm with, basically just to be close to Julie. And, that whole scene where they got to sleep in the same bed. And I mean, it's just, it's all kind of fuckery. It's all kind of fuckery. It's like, come on. That big farmhouse doesn't have an extra room.
Yeah, I have a hard time believing that.
Well, I think he put to the fact was, I know you girls will just be back together, squawking all night long. But and at one point, as everything's falling apart, Les actually proposes to Dorothy. John Van Horn actually shows up and tries to sleep with Dorothy. And all this stuff is going on, and they want to extend Dorothy's reign on this soap opera, which, in the grand scheme of it, anybody on a normal basis would be excited about. It's like, oh, I've done a good enough job, they want to bring me back. But in this case, Michael says he can't come back and continue to try to bobble all of this shit. So he wants to get out, but Sidney Pollack, George Fields, his agent, says there's no fucking way. You've already done this. You signed, when you signed the contract, there was something in the bottom that says they are able to pick up your second option, and so there you go. He's kind of stuck, and now he doesn't know how to get out of it. And then comes along the little film boy, and he fucks up another reel. And they're going to have to do it live because there's not enough time to reshoot it. It was last minute, and so they're going to have to do it live. And apparently it's some big party for Dorothy about her coming to stay full time. And I gotta admit, I love this part of the movie.
Okay.
Because it almost was like Michael had this light bulb. And he says, this is my opportunity. I have it right in front of me to get out of being Dorothy Michaels. Mm-hmm. So, he goes to the top of the stairs. He's ready for his grand entrance. And as he starts to walk down the stairs, he starts to make this up as he goes. And it's a big, long speech about how... I can't remember exactly how it goes, but he ends up saying that he's not Dorothy Michaels because Dorothy Michaels died in this thing, and he's back for revenge, and he is actually Dorothy's brother. And he strips off the hair, wipes off the makeup, and that was pretty much it. The fucking show faded to black, and they moved on from there. But in the meantime, now Les is hurt because he was watching on TV at the time. Julie's hurt because she was standing there. Yeah. Sandy's hurt because she was watching on TV. Bill Murray, or Jack, he just thought it was the fucking best thing ever because they're all watching this live on TV. And the producer the girl that actually hired Michael, is like, well, I'll be damned. So the movie finishes out with him reconciling with everybody, including Les, and Sandy. I don't know. Did he do Sandy? I don't remember if there was a thing with Sandy, but I know he He went to the bar that Julie's dad Les went to all the time, and kind of reconciled with him. And of course, as they finished the movie off, he reconciles with Julie. Now, I've heard that there was like a alternate ending to this, but I didn't read into what exactly it was. I don't think it actually was supposed to really end well for Michael at that point, which I think would have been a better ending than like, oh, he's still going to get the girl.
Yeah.
I mean, in more realistic terms, we all would have just taken it on the chin and went back to being nobodies and nothing. So there you go. Tootsie. And that's, do you want to run through the cast? I kind of bounced it a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Obviously, Dustin Hoffman as Michael Dorsey.
Or
Dorothy Michaels.
Thank you. Out-of-act worker who disguised himself as a woman. That's how they say it.
Yeah. Yeah. He obviously did a great job in the role. Dustin Hoffman, everybody knows who Dustin Hoffman.
Can you imagine that you got to keep this voice this whole entire time? Because he talks like this mostly.
Yeah.
He's like...
Hey, but if you're a good actor...
No lies.
Mm-hmm. You can do that shit.
Yep.
All right. And then we got Jessica Lange and Julie Nichols. Legendary actress,
Absolutely legendary.
Go down to Terry Garr as Sandy Lecter, which, another
legend.
Costco list.
Oh my God, this whole thing is Costco list.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what has she done? Do I have a fucking? I do. I'm sure I do. Let me see if I can find it. No, that's awards. No, it's not on there. I'd have to go back and read through her actual stuff here.
She had appearance as a dancer in 9 Elvis Presley musicals.
Really?
Yeah.
She appeared on MASH and the Bob Newhart Show. The Odd Couple, Maude,
Young Frankenstein, God, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Black Stallion,
Mom and Dad Save the World,
Mr. Mom. Yeah, she just Dumb and Dumber.
Yep.
Yeah, just all sorts. Yeah, she just, like I said, Costco list.
Costco.
Then that brings us down to Dabney Coleman as Ron Carlisle.
Once again, Daphne Coleman fucking just, yeah.
9 to 5, On Golden Pond, War Games, Cloak and Dagger, You've Got Mail.
Did he really do the Muppets Take Manhattan?
Apparently, what it says. Mary Hartman, Buffalo Bill, which was kind of a funny show, but it didn't last long.
Right.
Yeah.
He was in Hot to Trot, the Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Inspector Gadget. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Inspector Gadget.
Charles Durning and Leslie Les Nichols.
Right. Once again, a face that guys. I mean, let's face it. He started in 1962 with a Passport of Courage, and just oh my God.
Oh yeah, he did The Sting, Dog Day Afternoon, The Muppet Movie, True Confession, Tootsie, obviously.
He did Tootsie. He was in Tootsie.
He was in Tootsie. Oh brother, where art thou?
I am a man
with constant
sorrow.
Yeah, but once again, one of the faces, and just
is he's probably passed, hasn't he?
I believe so. Yeah, he died in 2012.
Right on.
The next guy, I haven't heard of this guy. Bill Murray. He played Jeff Slater.
He was kind of a relatively unknown. He's relatively unknown.
Yeah.
He's got several movies that he's actually worked on. Caddyshack, Stripes, Ghostbusters. Those are movies that you may have heard of.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. What About Bob, Groundhog Day, Ed Wood, Kingpin, Space Jam, Wild Things.
The voice of Garfield. Garfield of Tale of Two Kitties.
Osmosis Jones, Charlie's Angels. Wow, Zombieland. I fucking loved him in Zombieland.
Oh, yeah.
That was the best.
Yeah, he'd done a few things, I guess, He made a little bit of money.
It's just so much. I mean, literally so much.
Yes.
He was in a movie called The Greatest Beer Run Ever. I mean, that sounds like a movie I should watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill Murray. I mean, if you don't know him from anything but Ghostbusters, right there.
Yeah.
Dr. Peter Venkman.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Sidney Pollack at George Fields.
It was interesting. One of the things I read is that, Sidney's got himself a nice little reel of the things that he's done. He's been, as an actor, he's been in quite a few things.
Yeah. And he did win, Academy Award for Best Director and Best Picture for Out of Africa, which I've never seen that. I don't know if you've seen it.
I have not seen it, no. I don't know why. Maybe because I thought it was a little long in the tooth and I wasn't into it. But but he has done some acting stuff. Mainly, he's a director.
And he was born in Lafayette, Indiana, by the way.
No shit.
Yeah.
Nice. But listen.
And they relocated to South Bend. I'm sorry.
They relocated. He's still reading up on him.
Yeah.
He relocated. There's his acting roles. I mean, he's got a long list from 1962 to 2008. But he wasn't acting at the time this movie came out. He'd kind of given it up just to go direct. And Dustin Hoffman talked him into paying his agent. And to come out of that retirement. So, I think it's well deserved. He did pass away in 2008, at the ripe age of 73.
Yeah,
it's a good age to pass on. 73.
Yeah. Okay, and then George Gaines and John Van Horn.
Once again, I mean, this guy's been in fucking everything.
Yeah,
and he's God, he was born in 1917 in Helsinki. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Started his career in 1963. Police Academy was one of the big ones. I think you remember. He was the Captain Eric Lassard.
Yeah.
And he did all of the. I think he did most of them, if not all of them.
I think he was in probably all of them. Yep. I think. And then he did. Punky Brewster. He played Punky's adopted father.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, he's got. You know him. You know his face. You know who he is. This next one, though. Do you know this next one?
I think I've heard of her. I think her name is Gina Davis as April Page.
Oh my God! Once again, actually, this was her first role in 1982 with Tootsie. Went on to do Fletch, Beetlejuice, A League of Their Own. I mean, The Long Kiss Goodnight, The Stuart Little Scene, The Fly. Oh man, yeah, long list. A brilliant actress, and I'll be goddamn if she doesn't look really good in her underwear in this movie.
Well, yeah.
If you don't watch this movie for anything else but Gina Davis in her fucking underwear, whoa, a young. Hold on, I'm gonna need a minute. Next.
Oh, okay. Next, Doris Bielak as Rita Marshall.
Once again, Frankie, somebody that you should know. Been in a ton of things. She was in What About Bob with Bill Murray. The Odd Couple 2. Just to name a couple besides Tootsie.
Yeah.
Yep. She's once again the
soap
face
opera. She was a soap opera actress. So she did a lot of those.
Right on. Barney Miller. I'm just kind of. She was in Family Ties, The Cosby Show, Remington Steele, Cagney and Lacey. Scarecrow, Mr. King, the Golden Girls, Mr. Belvedere, the Equalizer. God damn, she had a good career.
She was no one. She's just a big
celebrity.
Yeah.
She actually passed away in 2011.
Yeah. Okay, the next one, one that I find really interesting, is Ellen Foley and Jackie.
Okay.
And she might be best known for being Billy on Night Court before Marky Post came in.
Oh, okay.
But I think her big thing is she was the female voice in Paradise by the Dashboard Lights with Meatloaf.
On
the Bat Out of Hell.
That is such a solid song, too.
Yeah. You and the Rocker Chick ever do that song?
No. We did it to that song. It was all
Stop right there.
I want to know right now will you love me. And now I'm waiting for the end of time. I'm terrible. I'm sorry. I love my wife. You know these things.
But yeah, she was a musician. She, I guess, got a lot of stuff out there. And like the only other than this is Night Court, the only thing I know her from, and of course Bat Out of Hell,
right on
that album. But yeah,
nice. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
I had to think about who that was.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's just run through the rest of these, and I have one more thing to strap in here, and then we'll get out of here. How's that sound?
Lynn Thigpen and Joe, production aid. Did you want to go through any of their stuff, or
no? Let's just finish this out. We got the big ones.
Christine Ebersol as Linda. She's kind of a name. She did stuff. Did got daytime Emmy awards,
right on.
And yeah, stuff like that. Did Amadeus, Mac and Me, Dead Again. Yeah, she did.
She's been around the block.
Yeah, she's done some things. And then the other one highlighted is Pamela Lincoln at the production secretary. And everybody else is like nobody because they're not highlighted.
Right. Listen, right here in this podcast, I'm going to put a audio clip. And that audio clip that you just listened to is, I think, probably one of the best parts of this movie because it's extremely hooky. And that is, hey, Tootsie, go. I think that fucking song, and it shows up throughout the entire movie. I just think it's so hooky that you just sing it for 2 or 3 days after you see the movie. You know what I'm saying? Did you not sing that song, Brandon?
No.
Damn it.
I did not.
Do you know the song I'm talking about?
That the main song that was big on the radio at the time.
Oh, it might have been. I don't know. Did we don't have we have musical adaptations, but we don't have anything that shows what the soundtrack was. Because I think there was a lot of good songs in this movie. Just kind of add off kilter stuff that kind of showed up. It really wasn't a movie with music. Yeah. It was just a
the theme song was "It Might Be You," performed by Stephen Bishop.
Okay,
and it peaked at number 25 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Nice. What else was on there? You got a list of everything else on there?
No, that's just the only song I got.
Fair enough. All right, there you go. The 1982 movie Tootsie.
Tootsie.
Where it was okay to cross-dress.
Yeah. And now nobody would think twice.
Nobody would think anything of it. I was actually surprised that this movie was critically acclaimed. I think Roger Ebert gave it like 92% or whatever.
And right there, that Roger Ebert liked it, so
Yeah.
that was usually like how my go-to. Well, if he liked it, I'm not going to go see it because it's going to suck.
Wasn't a Roger Ebert fan, huh? Yeah, he was a little hard on a lot of things, but
Yeah.
yeah. Didn't he get caught up in some scandal? Or was that the other one?
Hell,
Was that the other one? I don't even know.
I don't know.
All
They're
right, guys.
both dead, so God
Yeah.
God rest their soul.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. All right, guys. Thank you for checking out Golden 80s. And if you get a chance, go watch this movie. I mean, Frankie couldn't get through it, but he's a sleepy old man. But, it's...
No, it's obviously a good movie. I mean, just...
Like I said, it's just kind of a slow burn. You gotta wade through some stuff to get to the good stuff. But there's a lot of good one-liners and a lot of amazing actors in it. It's definitely worth it. So go check it out. All right, Frankie, let's get out of here.
All right.
Go check out GoldenMojoENT.com for all of your Golden 80s merch. You know you want it. You know you gotta have it. And just celebrate yourself while celebrating Golden 80s.
Yes.
I mean, come on. Dangerously hilarious, me and Frankie are.
Yes, we are. Funny till you're uncomfortable.
And believe me, you're probably really uncomfortable.
Oh,
after
you can be. Yeah.
All right. Until next week. Hasta la vista, baby.
See ya.
Thank you for listening to the Golden 80s podcast. Check us out at GoldenMojoENT.com, where you can find out about our great merchandise and a little bit about Frankie and Golden J. Also, at GoldenMojoENT.com, you can find out about all the other podcasts in the Golden Mojo Entertainment network of podcasts, like
The United States of Paranormal, Indiana Chiefs fans, The Gridiron Kingz, MurdNerds, The Nostalgia Tug, Real Terror, and the Puck Yeah Podcast. But you can still find Golden Image Podcast, A Quart of Books and Booze, and The Call Guys wherever you stream your favorite podcast. And if you have a story that you would like us to cover, just let us know at thegoldenimage80s@gmail.com. Please like, rate, and subscribe wherever you listen.